Okay, you can see the video over here. Okay, this is how Singaporeans, a typical Singaporean, local Singaporean exercise in Singapore in the morning. So this is the park, okay? So these are all the different equipment that local Singaporeans will actually do it. Okay, so whether you are an Olympian, a professional athletes, competitive sports in whatever, whether you are representing your school, representing your organization, representing your country, or an international world athlete, okay, these 6 programs here will actually help you. Okay, yeah. So now, first one is weight. Okay, often people will ask, is this weight here has to do with losing fat? We have mentioned before in another talk earlier, getting into shape, that is about slimming. This is not about slimming. This is about good weight. That means your bone mass as well as your muscle mass. Okay, 70 to 80% of your body is actually due to bone mass and muscle mass. Okay, so this is good for those, people take the protein diet in order to have bulky muscles. Okay, so if you are intending to do that, so this is good. So you use the weight program and you can use muscle harmony. Yeah, so if you're using this type of sports that you're seeing now, lifting your body, weightlifting and all that, or even just something like just the cycling like this, that means this is called a low grade kind of fitness, just a normal relaxing fitness exercise. Muscle harmony is good. All right, circulation here, just now we talked about the heart having to pump harder in order to do all the transportation. So that is the blood as well as the lymphatic circulation, all right, to maintain the body. Now stamina here is to prolong, okay, your ability to exercise so that you don't hit the wall too early. All right, so hit the wall is when you have run out of your sugar. So there must be a transition between metabolizing your glycogen in the muscles to fats. Okay, that's one aspect of stamina. The other aspect of stamina is your oxygen delivery to the muscles so that it will delay the muscle fatigue. Okay, so this one is talking about the duration, how long you can engage in very intense activity. Now, strength here is for weightlift. Okay, yeah. So when you're doing a weightlifting exercise to strengthen your muscles, I think those who are doing the kettle one, they lift the kettle up. Yeah, so that requires strength. So if you are training for strength, you can use the strength program before or during the training. Yeah, performance here is actually meant for competitive sports. But actually anybody can use performance, doesn't matter. But if you engage in competitive sports, performance is good because this is to stretch your body a bit more, okay, beyond that of a typical layman doing the exercise or their workout. Okay, because the performance require mental strength, especially you're competing with world athletes. Okay, and then the way they train, okay, from morning to night, so they have very, very intensive, strenuous, long hours of training. So that will be heavy duty kind of training that they're doing, so they would need performance. Okay, but you can of course use performance, yeah, no worries about that. Okay, now, so if you are running, all these you can use. All right, so all these you can use in the blue app. in the blue app while you're running, so that you are receiving all this while you are doing your training or you're doing competition. Okay, so if you're jogging, all right, if you're jogging, if you're running, sprinting, long distance run, all this is suitable. Okay, you can use that. Okay, all right, so that is while you're engaging in the sports itself. Yeah, so all of those is possible. Okay, now after sports, what happens is the muscle aches and pain. Okay, so deep relaxation here is for the muscle cramp. Okay, muscle cramp, muscle tightness, the aches and pain in the body. So you can use deep relaxation. Regeneration here will be for muscles that are injured. Okay, or it can also help in building muscles. Okay, giving you more bulk. Okay, so you can use these two after sports. So the first 6 on top is during the sports itself, you can use that, and then the bottom 2 will be recovering when you're not doing the sports. Okay, clear? Okay, so this is one recent testimonial. This is a Malaysian lady here. She is a fitness instructor, only 30-year-old female fitness instructor. So for over a year, she trains in the weightlifting. So for herself, for over a year, she was stuck at the deadlift of 75 kg. Okay, she cannot go beyond that. So when she started using muscle harmony and strength, even after vibrating one time, okay, using muscle harmony and strength, she was able to lift 80 kg. Okay, which means that she actually break her own records. Okay, although she was stuck there for a year, and this is only vibrating for one time. And one other thing that she noticed is that by using the fitness program, Muscle Harmony and Strength, she also discovered that her body becomes more flexible. So previously, she was not able to do the Skandasana pose, okay, which is what you see in the picture here. She was not able to do that, but after using fitness, she's able to do this as well. All right, so the fitness here is also suitable for those who are doing yoga, Pilates, okay, stretching your body and all that. It's fine, okay, suitable for all of you as well. Okay, what about seniors? For seniors, what do we need to take note of? So for seniors who are losing muscle mass, sarcopenia. Okay, so if your doctor said that you are sarcopenic, that means muscle atrophy. So what happens is you find that your arms, especially your lower arms here, becomes very flabby. So if you vibrate like this, they call this the butterfly arm. So if this one vibrates a lot, it means that your muscle fiber has shrunk. So the muscle is not just protein. Surrounding the muscles are fatty tissues as well. Okay, so certain people say that the muscle turned into fat. No, it's not like that. So what happened is that the muscle fiber has shrunk. So therefore, it no longer gives you the bulk. So as you practice, train, stretch your muscle, move around, every time the muscles get pulled, stretch, got tension, okay, so it grows and therefore give you the bulk. If you don't use it, it will shrink to its original size, okay, which means that now the proportion of your muscle fiber to the fatty content in that area has shrunk. Okay, so to gain back your muscle mass, you need to do your stretching. Okay, so you can use weight muscle all these programs. Okay, you can use all 6 or just this 5 that I indicated here. It doesn't matter. So you can use them before, during, or after exercise. It does not matter. Okay, now I have had elderly, who told me that okay, they said that they pant, P-A-N-T, they pant very easily these days when they walk. Even going to marketing, go and get their groceries, so they find that they are panting. So for cases like that, what I tell them is to actually use Healy and the coil. That means before they leave the house, to use this stamina program. All right, they can use this stamina program so that when they walk over a distance, they do not pant or feel tired too easily. Now, there are those who also complain that they cannot carry heavy things. So after grocery shopping, they have to bring back all the groceries and all that. Yeah, so they will tell me that they have to stop many times. Okay, that means from the supermarket to go home, they actually have to stop at the different places just to, one, catch their breath, and the other one is to do what? To put down their the packages, the baggage, the grocery, to rest their arm. Okay, so in situation like this, you can actually use strength and stamina, okay, to strengthen your muscle as well. Okay, now post-stroke recovery, okay, requires people to have physiotherapy again. So sometimes it's the arm, loss of function of the arm, meaning that it could be the nerve and the muscles coordination over there. And then sometimes they cannot swallow, meaning that they said that the muscle along the esophagus are not contracting. Okay, now even for this, you can actually use the fitness muscles. So you can use muscles, you can use nerve program as well, okay, for paralysis or for swallowing. So anything that has to do with muscles, you can actually use the muscles, even for urination. So if they cannot control their urination, meaning leakage, okay, or gastric reflux when the sphincter muscles, okay, are not tight. Okay, so these are all muscles which you can actually use the fitness programs here for your muscles. Okay, for physiotherapy, because you need 1 hour, half an hour of physio, so you can use strength, you can use stamina, depending on what stages of the recovery you're at and what kind of physio they are doing. So if it's lifting lightweight, then you can use strength. Okay, if it's just practicing walking your steps, you can use stamina. Okay, yeah, so these are the users of the fitness programs here for seniors. Now, if somebody is bedridden or on the wheelchair for long period of time, okay, for some of them is for life. They lost their mobility and therefore they are wheelchair bound, so they don't have the luxury of moving around. Okay, when we move, our muscles form that bulk and then relax, then it contract and then it relax. Okay, so when there are muscles side by side, so that bulging and contracting and relaxing actually push against the veins, so it helps to circulate the blood. So if they are on a long-term bedridden wheelchair, they don't have that privilege to move too much, you can actually use these programs, especially circulation, whether it is a fitness circulation, you can also use meridian circulation, yeah, to actually help them to circulate their blood. Okay, all right, yeah, so they might lose muscles as a result of not using all these muscles, so therefore you can use muscle harmony. You can also use regeneration. Yeah, I didn't put the star here. Regeneration as well, to regenerate the muscles. Okay, now one thing to consider for elderly is they may not have enough nutrition because either their intake, because they cannot digest, they cannot absorb efficiently, or they don't have the appetite to eat. So you can use Digital Nutrition 5, where these are groups of nutrients that actually facilitate fitness. Okay, we talk about breathing, right? So you have the breath here for your stamina, motion, competition here is for competitive sports, okay, very high heavy duty kind of sports. Structure here is for your bone mass, mobility is for movement, that means it includes your joints, and then exertion, circulation, rigidity, stiffness of your joints. Energetic here is to, and lifestyle here is for you to actually move around. So you can use any of these, okay, to complement the other programs, okay. Yeah, so that the body actually has the ability to get enough nutrients for the cells to work, okay. So here, delivery of the frequency can be with the coil. So this is what I would suggest, that during exercise, you do not use the electrodes. You know, you don't wear the electrodes here because it gets in the way. All right, it gets in the way. So don't use the microcurrent electrodes, but you can use the coil. Hang on, got to turn on somebody's mic. Okay, all right, so the coil is fine as long as you don't jump too much. If you're not jumping and all that, it's fine. So if you're just doing walking, yoga, pilates, you're not jumping around, it's fine. It should not fall off, okay. Or you can wear this, but if you're doing professional kind of training and all that, you should be doing the blue app. Blue app, that means you have none of the gadgets on your body, okay, because you can't have all this. All right, there are also people who ask me, you know, can the Healy go underwater? Okay, so what about aquatic sports like diving, okay, swimming, okay, water polo? Yeah, so can Healy go underwater? No. Healy cannot go underwater. So the way to use it is through the blue app. So you can use fitness, so you can analyze fitness for your name, and then you can do 4 hours, just let it run while you do all your training. If you need longer, then you select 9 hours, so that you will be supported throughout the training period. Okay, so you can use fitness for that. So blue app is suitable for aquatic sports, or even on land, or you do not want any device to be on your body. Okay, then microcurrent is actually good after your sports, or when you're not doing sports, for the recovery and all that. Yes, you can wear the electrodes because of the microcurrent. So like what McMakin used, right? Caroline McMakin actually used microcurrent for recovery of her patients. So you can see here, these are articles that have shown long ago that the microcurrents actually help ATP generation. So when you are not doing your sports, this is what you can do. It actually helps to synthesize proteins. So that is for your muscle building, okay, for repair of the cells. And then membrane transport, meaning that it allows the cells to actually absorb nutrients or to release the waste, okay, better. So the cell membrane functions will actually improve. Okay, so this, if you're using the electrodes before or after sports, not during. All right, and this you can actually wear during the sports if it does not get in the way. Okay, yeah, so these 4 different delivery methods here. So whether it's the blue app, the coil, MAGHEALY, the high wave, and the electrodes are actually supporting you at different levels. Okay, many levels. Your the electric field, your magnetic field, as well as your information field.